Dzień dobry. Welcome to a Brit in Poland. If you're tuning into this channel for the first time, then I am a Brit who lives in Poland. I pretty much explore the country, talk about the customs, talk about life here. Pretty much anything you can think of that you'd like to know about Poland, I have either covered or will cover eventually in a video. So this video is going to be a kind of end of year sign off. So a bit of a reflection, talking a little bit about next year. I try to do this sort of video every year to kind of give people a bit of a summary, because I know people don't have time to watch every single video that I release. So this allows people to catch up, and maybe you'll see some of the topics in this video that you're like, okay, actually that looks pretty cool. Let me go and check out the video. So I hope this video will be a nice little summary of 2024. It's been a very good year and very much looking forward to 2025. So please stay tuned. I'll be right back after these select messages. Dzień dobry and welcome to A Brit in Poland. This channel is going to bring you everything you need to know about Poland. I am exploring the country, bringing you the history, trying to tell you about the culture and show you what it is really like to live here. So feel free to check out my other media, Instagram, Facebook, and I will share links to those in the comments. I also have a website, www.britlivinginpoland.com, where I collate my videos for easy to view manner. Also, you are welcome to contribute to my efforts through Patronite or Patreon, and all descriptions are available below the video. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and please come back for more by subscribing, liking, or commenting. Thank you very much. Do zobaczenia. 2024 has been a very busy year. It's fair to say that I don't sit down for long. Well, maybe that's not true. But when I do sit down, I'm feeling pretty exhausted. So what has Poland been like? In a nutshell, it's been very positive this year. Let's go through some of the basic, boring stuff. Work hasn't changed. Changed teams a couple of times, so you could say my work has got better. Is it exciting? Is it fulfilling? Is it everything I want in life? I would go that far. The channel has been a big part of my focus on this year, and it has grown. Maybe not grown as much as I expected it to, but the way I look at it is every video that I release is part of my backlog, as it were. It's part of my record. You know, I've done a video on Lublin. There we go. You can say I've been to Lublin. Tick. However, I'm going to remake my Lublin video, so it was a poor example. But it's nice to look back at the videos I've done and see where I've been in the country. And this year, I've got some additional tools to help me with this tracking purpose. The first one being this lovely map of Poland, which you may have seen before, but now I've stuck little stickers on it, so you get a good idea about just how many places I've been to in Poland. I'm not saying I've been to the most places in Poland. I'm sure there are plenty of other people out there who have seen more of the country. And I am not saying that, oh, wow, look, accomplished. No, what I see is, okay, I've seen a lot around Warsaw. I've seen a lot in Lower Silesia and Silesia, up around Gdansk, okay. But I see a lot of empty spaces on the map. And trust me, if I could see a different place in Poland like every week, I would. Unfortunately, time and money do not allow. We're going to talk about maybe what some of my focuses are going to be for next year. But first I wanted to say about what the highlights of this year have been for me in terms of, let's say, in terms of the places I've visited to start with. So I would say, of all the places that I've been to this year, and I've been to a lot, my personal favorite, if I had to say one personal favorite, it would be round about here, the Pieniny mountains. I went there in February, and it was a bit shitty, to be honest. Like, the weather was terrible. We went to the highest peak in the mountains, and it was really cool. We ended up walking down a ski slope, which was interesting. But I was struggling to understand. People are telling me that the Pieniny Mountains are something like the most beautiful in Poland. I didn't quite get it. However, we went back in, I think, September, and then we went to the western part of the mountains, and that's where we saw like 3 castles. We got to see this Shukaroni Peak. We got to see this amazing lake, which houses 2 of these castles, and it was incredible, absolutely incredible. We got so lucky with the weather. I like People are saying it's the best video I've done. So if you haven't watched that video, I would recommend it, mainly because every one of the comments has been like, "Oh wow, amazing," and it hasn't done particularly well. I put it on promotion this week just because I'm like, damn, if people are saying this is my best video, I want people to watch it. But YouTube algorithms are, I don't know. I do my best with all of the metadata and the thumbnails and all of that stuff, which is supposed to help, but it's completely pot luck. I mean, I did one video this year, safety in Poland, which for me was like a throwaway video. It was something I just did off the top of my head, had a few notes. I haven't got notes today, so it's a little bit more erratic. But, I just did it because I was maybe watching a bit too much news at the time, getting a bit stressed about the UK and what's going on there. I'm going to do a video on that probably next week, which may cause some friction with people, depending on your political persuasion. It's going to be a controversial video, but I think it's going to be an interesting one. And you'll get to see a bit more about my beliefs and learn a bit more about the reality of the UK, not the stuff you see on the BBC. But anyway, so yeah, Pieniny Mountains was my favorite. Oh, but yeah, sorry, I was talking about the safety in Poland video, and that's like my most highest viewed video. And I'm like, really? Because sometimes, and I don't get this, like the easiest videos I do are the ones that are watched the most. And that is kind of annoying when you spend, say, 2 or 3 days intently working on a video, gets no views, and you're like, bastards. And then you spend like a day on a video, it's like, whoop, and you're like, why am I trying so hard? But I refuse to lower my standards. But anyway, let me continue my little tour of places. So I went to Sandomierz, and this was really, really cool. People have been telling me to go to Sandomierz for a while now, and I was like, finally bit the bullet, got the train, then the bus, spent a few days there, got to see Tarnobrzeg and Baranów Sandomierski while I was there. So I saw 3 castles. I've been seeing a lot of castles this year. I'm really happy about that. This poster, which you probably don't get a great view of given the camera angle, is another present to myself. I will take some footage of it and overlay it. But this is my castle poster. It doesn't have every castle in Poland, which is frustrating because I've been to a whole load that aren't on here. But it does have, let's say, a lot of the most significant ones. And it's been a really useful tool to go, oh, I'm thinking of going here. Oh, look, there's a castle nearby. Is there a bus? Yes. No. If there's no, can I hike? Yes. Okay, I'm hiking. Okay. So, yeah, saw a lot of castles. That was really cool. I went back to Wrocław, and I know I did Wrocław to death last year, but I went back with a bigger plan this year. So, took the parents, you got the video up for that, where you hear some very honest opinions, surprisingly honest opinions from them about Wrocław, one of my favorite cities in Poland. But I utilized a company, Travel Poland or something like that, and I was able to get a couple of day trips. And so I went to a couple of castles, yeah, more castles, but really cool ones. And I got to see this, Skull Chapel again, like incredible sight. Yeah. Sadly, not allowed to film in there, but I did get the postcard, so you can see. And I will make the video of that soon. I have quite a backlog of videos because I've been to so many places and it takes so long to put these together. And what didn't help is a couple of weeks ago, I saw the PlayStation 5. It was like a fifth of the price had been taken off. and I've been waiting for it for a long time. And I just sort of said, you know, I'm going to be poor for a month. I'm going to get that. Got this great game, Final Fantasy Rebirth, I think the second one in that series. And oh my God, I'm so addicted. I'm probably going to play a little bit of it after this video, to be honest. But yeah, so saw some amazing stuff in Lower Silesia. Lower Silesia is incredible. Yeah, because I also spent a bit of time around Valbjörg and got to see Schanz Castle, got to see these colourful lakes. Amazing. The scary thing is I keep getting drawn to Lower Silesia. I feel I'm not being fair to a lot of the rest of Poland because it kind of overtook a lot of the plans I had. But we'll come back to that. So I saw a few more things around Warsaw. Nothing too spectacular, to be honest. I mean, Warsaw, it drains the life of the stuff around it. But that doesn't mean there aren't things to see. There are some really cool things to see. But if you want spectacular, you're going to struggle. I got to Łeba, which was really cool. So Łeba, if you don't know, has these like sand dunes, and it's kind of like one of the Polish deserts, and it's really fun. I recommend Łeba a lot, actually, if you're thinking of traveling, because it's a pain in the ass to get to if you go there any time other than the summer. But just for the natural sights and the quality of the beaches, it's really good. So if you're a beach person, totally Łeba is your place. And I got to a few other places. I got to Elk. We had a nice camping trip there. Lovely lake. Small place, but lovely lake. I went back to Poznan. Poznan is again one of those videos I want to revisit because there are a lot of videos I did towards the start of the channel where I'm like, oh, I'm going to go to these big places in Poland and make these amazing videos. And I look back at them now and I'm like, okay, that's a shit video. You're only including maybe a third of what you can actually see there. It's not doing the place justice, you know. Poor Bydgoszcz, I insulted that place so badly. I'm going to give it another try, as I've said before. Maybe I'll get a better impression when I don't go there during COVID times. But yeah, so I will remake a lot of my earlier videos, but I'm focusing on the new stuff first because, well, I want to broaden the channel. So I went to quite a few other places in Poland as well this year, and there are a lot of videos that have come out. You just have to look back at the video list to see how much I've done. Still trying to do a video once a week. Sometimes it's once every 2 weeks. Worst case, it's once every 3. Anyway. But let's talk about like next year, because I don't know how long this video has gone for already. It's probably already testing some people's patience. But next year, a lot more travel plans. I haven't exactly put a plan together, but there are a lot of ideas floating around. And one idea, which I really, really, really meant to do this year, but ran out of time, ran out of money, was this corner of Poland. So around Rzeszów, okay, Rzeszów itself, apparently not that great, but around it, there's some really cool stuff like Przemyśl, really have to go there. Not everything's highlighted on this map, but Landshut, I've been told Sanok, I really want to get to. You know, those places, for example, Zamość. I think Zamość is like another one of those places, highly recommended, which I haven't been to yet. There's a plan, I hope it goes ahead, to go back to Szczecin so I can finally do my Szczecin video. Hopefully go there when the national museums are actually open and get that footage, get a nicer intro done, just get some better weather maybe. Got to Świnoujście, which a lot of people, you know, recommend. And yeah, it's a pretty landmark island right next to Germany, so it's quite characteristic. And then there's this crooked forest just south of Szczecin. So I've been told it's not very big, but it's cryptic and mysterious, and nobody can explain it. So I want to see that. And definitely, I just want to start filling in some of these blanks. I really want to see more of Greater Poland, though it's a pain in the ass because the public transport there is terrible. I'm sorry, Poland, but it is terrible. Like the trains don't go to many places. Finding out local buses is a pain. But I'll figure it out. I got to Cornick, which was new for me, and that had a really cool castle. You see a theme. yeah, I really want to get deeper into Missouri. So I've been to Elk now, which is like the closest to proper. Is it Missouri or Missouri? I don't know how I should pronounce it. But anyway, it's not the place in the US. Before somebody comments, but around Gzitsko, there's a famous place near there. Anyway, I really want to get to the heart of here. Would love to see this wolf's lair, so Hitler's bunker that was there. Really want to see more around Krakow. I went to Krakow a few times this year, went to a few places, and I went to like Velichka, and then I'm like, I only went to down one of the mining trails. Maybe I should do the other mining trail before I do the video. Maybe I want to go to Tarnów. I want to go to Silesia, which is like the most colorful village in Poland. So I'm in the process of persuading my parents that, yeah, maybe we can go back to Krakow next year for your annual trip. Because I think there's so much potential in this area. And mainly this year, I've focused on the border and the mountains, which has been awesome. I just spent a weekend in Zakopane. It was lovely. Yeah, but yeah, so I have a lot more I want to see in Poland for sure. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. And I'll end up seeing a whole load of other places as well, because fate just randomly delivers options to me to like, oh, there's a day trip there. Maybe I'll go there. And then you get there and it's like, there's one thing to see, but that one thing is really cool. But yeah, it's all helping with the wider tapestry of what is Poland and how amazing this country is. So I also want to say, because it's that time of year, and I'm not sure when I'm going to release this video. If I do it before Christmas, Merry Christmas. Wishing you a lovely, lovely time with your family. If I do it after Christmas, Happy New Year. If I do it after the New Year, I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. We'll see when I get the time to edit this, but it should be a fairly simple one to do. I want to thank everyone for continuing to watch my videos. I know some videos get like 10 views and I'm like, okay, I don't get those that bad a thing. But when I see a video come out with like super low views, I'm like, is that YouTube's fault? My fault? Or what? Somebody's blamed somewhere. One thing I did this year to try and make it easier, because maybe you're interested in a specific region. Maybe you care about, Pomerania. Maybe you care about Greater Poland. Maybe you care about Lesser Poland. Whichever reason, maybe you're focusing. Maybe you're thinking of like, what trips can I do in this area? So one thing I'm trying to do is create playlists per region, where I have a decent enough quantity of videos to do so. And already I can tell you, I need to see more of, oh God, I've even forgotten the name of this region, but this big one in the middle with Torun and Bydgoszcz. I haven't been to this region at all yet. Lubuskia or Lubelskia, I always get the two mixed up. Why do you have to have them sounding so similar? Never mind. So hopefully I'll get to Zielona Góra, maybe see some castles on the way. Gorzów Wielkopolski would be good. See this giant statue of Jesus or the Pope fighting Jesus. I don't know. But anyway, there's a giant statue that I really want to see. I think bigger than the one in Brazil. So that's got to be a natural wonder of Poland. I've got a lot of ideas for videos, but I'm not going to talk about all of those now. Please watch my videos. Please tell your friends, share the videos. Help me grow. Sure, I talk about Patreon, Patronite, and stuff in my my intro, which I'm probably going to revamp. But nobody really subscribes. But that's okay. I'm not going to ask for money. The key thing is you like my videos. I get a lot of nice comments from people. Some shitty comments, but there are some crazy people out there. I mean, God, who wouldn't like what I'm saying and what I'm doing? Or I'm just promoting how amazing Poland is. Yeah, government's still not paying. One landmark thing I did this year, which ended up being a complete waste of time, but never mind, is I did work with TVP World. They did a short, like 20-minute documentary about my life here, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be on TV. It will help the channel. They edited all the bits out which referenced the channel. They showed me editing videos, and it was on for like 20 minutes on 1 week, and it may never be seen again. I'm not allowed to publish it. The way it was edited could have been kinder. They changed some of the stuff I was saying. I was thinking about doing a video about that experience, but it's like, would anyone really care? Like, if it was like something big that actually people watched, it would be nice. But I think maybe about 5-10 people watched that program anyway, because who watches TVP World? I don't know, maybe you do. Tell me if you watch this channel. Maybe there are people that watch it. But anyway, sorry, as I say, I'm looking at the back of the phone, so I can't tell how long the video is. It's probably already too long. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you like this video as well, please go back. Look, I'm putting a lot of content out there, so have a look at my videos. Check out the playlists if you want something more specific. And feel free to comment. What was your favorite video of mine this year? What videos or what places would you like to see next year? What kind of content do you want to see on this channel? I'm open. I'm not promising I'm going to do everything that's suggested, but certainly I'm open to ideas. I have a whole load. I probably have about 20 videos backed up that I could do right now. But, if people want to see something that maybe I'm missing a certain trick, let me know. Okay, enough of your time. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Do zobaczenia. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Pa pa.